This is Out of the Garage.
I never even knew there was music, did you, Mallory?
No, I didn't.
Because last week when you were here, you didn't get
killed
to
the
hear them.
cans.
Yeah, we didn't have any headphones.
No, it was great.
Yeah.
Supernatural.
It was more relaxed.
It totally was. I feel super tense now.
Hello, everybody. This is the Out of the Garage podcast, and we are here today with... where do I start? Well, we're here with 13 Monsters. Well, not 13 Monsters. Not 13 Monsters in the room. I don't want to be confusing. There are two people from a band called 13 Monsters in this room.
Bingo.
It's Deb and Jamie.
Hello.
And I have Mallory Lennon here sitting as my co-host today.
Hi.
Thank you.
Hi, Mallory.
Last week I was in your spot.
Ah.
And now I'm here.
That was you?
Yeah.
Oh, hi. Hi. Delayed reaction. Okay.
Yeah, it was... my question, though, is what happened to Nate?
I mean, he's in my basement with piano stew. And anybody else that should cross my siren path.
Do I need to be concerned?
Absolutely.
Jamie, we have to be nice to Mallory or we're going to wind up in the basement.
There's a special place in the basement for you.
Yeah, or I'm going to get a name like Piano Stew.
That'd be the worst.
Yeah.
Totally.
Oh, my God. Well, so much for that relationship. I guess Piano Stew now will not be coming on the show. So I'm just going to go over a few things here real quickly, and we'll get into talking to 13 Monsters. We're at iMaster Studios in Grays Lake, Illinois. Mark Yoder is behind the controls. I have intern Tim going to do a soundboard for me today. Make some sound, Tim. Faster, Tim.
Faster, Tim.
There you go. Excellent. Thank
Good
you.
work, Tim.
Good job. And then I've got intern Gianna taking photographs for us today. You can't really say hello. You have no microphone.
Click.
So
Yeah.
take a picture or something. Do something. Make yourself useful. We have a number of interviews coming up. Next week we're going to be doing, and I'm knocking into my camera. See, this is the problem. The camera's too close to me and I do this.
Yeah, and you like to flail and I get it.
Now I can't move my left arm.
We could tie it to you.
Yeah, we have coming up next week on the 15th. We're going to be interviewing a band called Drown the Sea. After that, we've got Stereo Violet, Kai Anderson and the Pickups.
I love them.
They're nice.
Hey, guys.
They're good. We got Crash Dive and Out of the Sun coming up. We're going to be doing some mini interviews too. I've got plans, trying to get those scheduled and completed. Some interviews with bands from other jurisdictions, which is a good term, isn't it? Jurisdiction. It makes it sound more official, more legal.
Sounds like police,
yeah.
official
Very
police
legal.
business.
All right, exactly.
Bring them in.
They're prison bands.
So keep an eye on our Facebook page, our website, to continue to follow who's going to be coming up in the future. We have our playlist on Spotify. The website is outofthegaragepodcast.com. All right, so we have Deb and Jamie here in the studio today.
Hello.
Yes.
Okay,
This is us.
my first question is for Jamie.
Oh my God. I'm so nervous about this.
It's
You should
fine.
be.
I know, right?
This might be the hardest question.
I'm
because
okay. I'm gonna swear. I can tell you
so-
that because I'm
Maybe you
drinking.
need some alcohol.
so
more.
I put little feelers out there on Facebook when I go to start the podcast.
Okay,
right?
yeah.
And it's like, who would be interested in doing this? And I get a message on one of the feeds, and it's I don't know it's Jamie at the time, but it turns out to be Jamie.
Okay.
And it says, you should check out the band 13 Monsters, and you should, and two of the members of 13 Monsters do a podcast, and you should check them out.
God, I'm
something
good.
like that, right?
Very
But,
smooth.
well, jeez, there's the camera again. Hold on.
Hi, it's me,
Yeah.
Earthquake.
Oh my God,
Okay.
earthquake.
So,
Hold on to shit.
so I'm like, okay, it's in my field of view now, right? It's like, okay, I'll check this out at some point. But it was odd to me because then you reached out to me a second time. I think you contacted me directly through the Facebook, through our messaging.
Yes.
And you said again,
Yes.
you should check out 13 Monsters. Deb and Jamie do a podcast. The thing that got me though, was he was talking about himself in the third person.
Yes.
He didn't say, check out my band, 13 Monsters.
Right.
You didn't say, I'm Jamie of the Donkey Banana podcast. Is that what it's called?
Donkey Banana Show.
Donkey Banana.
Donkey
Show.
Banana.
Show No.
Okay.
Yeah, that's our jingle.
So what's with the third person thing?
Okay. Nobody listens to anyone when they speak about themselves. Really, it's a human nature thing. You know, when like anybody says, you know, me, I, everybody sort of, you know, wants to shut that off because it's just another person who's saying something about themselves. But if you speak about something else, speak about someone else, instantaneously you have someone's attention then because you're speaking about something that you are allegedly not a part of, and it grabs them and says, wow, someone is speaking about something else. This must be something special.
For me, it just came off as weird.
Yeah.
Everybody else was like saying, hey, check out my band. And I'm like, okay. And I'm going to check out their bands. And I'm like, well, I don't know who these 13 monsters are. Are they going to actually want to do this? I don't know anything about them,
Yeah.
And then finally I was like, wait a minute. Are you Jamie?
Now there's
of the band? And he was like, yes. I'm like, oh, okay. That must mean that you guys are actually interested potentially in doing this. So.
Yes. There is a second part to this, which sort of makes a little more sense. We, as a DIY band, we own Circus Sideshow Records, which is our studio. So generally, anytime that I speak about 13 Monsters or the Donkey Banana Show or the Ions or Goalie or any other band that we represent loosely, I speak about them, as the Circus Sideshow record owner. So, if I'm speaking about 13 Monsters.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
It's multiple hats.
Oh, yeah.
You put the Circus Sideshow Records hat on.
Yes.
When you emailed me.
Exactly.
See,
and that's what she does also.
I didn't know you were wearing that hat.
Yeah.
That's very confusing for me.
Yeah. But we are here, and that's why we are here, because you listened. You see?
Yeah, exactly.
As we're
listen.
Either that or you were desperate.
Yeah,
No.
desperate. Yeah.
right.
Hey, yeah, somebody wants to actually be on.
Yeah.
So then, that one threw me for a little loop in the beginning. I had
It's
to say.
all about networking and grabbing someone's attention.
You mentioned DIY. So you do all your own recording?
Yes.
Where do you do it?
In my studio basement, which is actually underneath my house, so it's sort of soundproof. Nobody can hear us. We have everything that we use live is inside of this room. The amplifiers, the drums, everything, and we make it as loud as we want to make it. So we
Did you
we do
have?
everything
I
there.
mean, let me ask you this: Did you do like some kind of major investment? I mean, there's a lot of money invested in your studio.
Not lots and lots and lots. Not like this.
Oh,
this is
heaven.
awesome, and and this is epic, and this is well done, and it's very, very well made.
Mark is smiling.
Yeah.
Hi, Mark.
He's
Mark-
more smizing. He's smiling with his eyes. Just giving that gaze.
Yes, Mark
got
has
the
done
Tyra look on.
a wonderful job. I have been in. Yeah, I've been in a number of studios, and this one is extremely outstanding. But back to being DIY, I don't really spend a shit ton of money on that.
So what are you using to record? I mean, and not to get into, and I don't want to get like crazy into technical things, right?
Yep.
So what are you using to record? Are you using some type of mixer?
Okay, now you see, this is where every other band in the Chicago area or anywhere gets really, really pissed off at me. I'm using a Mac that's older than his.
That's
and
mine.
Okay, there you go.
Older than yours.
I'm just saying
Right?
mine.
Yep.
It's mine.
It's my
Yep.
Mac.
And
I'm
GarageBand.
possessive.
Don't say it's yours. Nobody's going to care about it then.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
It's somebody
the
else's.
I thing.
Right. It's
Right.
Yeah.
it's the band. It's the
It's
it's the
It's the
podcast.
show's
It is the
it's
out
the
of the
podcast.
garage.
Yes.
It belongs to the
podcast
show.
computer.
That's right.
Yeah.
That sounds way more official.
the official
I'm starting
is.
to grow fond of that. That's good.
Right?
That's good.
No, but a Mac and GarageBand.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it. That's why everyone hates us.
What do you mean by that?
It's that.
There is a difference in the sound.
Oh
though.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Are you directly
it's
plugging into the Mac?
not always. Not always. I love that live mic sort of
Sure.
reverby, feedbacky sort of a sound to it.
Right. Right.
But it's really, really easy, bare bones, sort of minimum. I don't think I've ever spent over $600 on any guitar, and this is number 12, and I have 13 of them. I
You
just
number your
can't.
guitars like that?
Yeah,
There's a number on that one.
Yep.
all
That's
of them.
funny.
All of them are, yeah.
So let me ask you then a little bit about the formation of the band.
Sure.
Let's start about that. I kind of went off topic. We're kind of weaving around. But
That's what
I did,
we do.
I did kind of want to start there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Deb, you
Yes.
you were initially the band's manager.
Correct.
Okay, so why don't you talk about that? How did that start?
Sure. Long story short, I met Jamie on Twitter through another friend who had a podcast, and Jamie had a podcast. This gal was a guest on his podcast. The three of us started chatting. He was like, Deb should really be on my show. I think we all would have a great rapport with one another. So we had the show. Everything was great. From there, we branched off and started our podcast because we had such chemistry. And he had the band going at the time with another singer, and he was booking things by himself. And you really weren't playing that much at that point, right?
No, but
No.
our very, very first show ever was main stage at Double Door. So we went like all out. I
Yeah.
put a bunch of stuff out there online and did exactly that. I bothered people until they listened. And we
So-
were on the main stage at Double Door.
So though, but that wasn't the first time that you had ever performed, though. You had a band
No.
before 13 Monsters,
A long time ago.
and I want to get into that. But
Yeah.
let's
Go back to me.
yeah.
So,
We're jumping
yeah, so
all
I like
let's focus back on me,
Never focus.
right?
I was trying.
I
I was
know,
trying.
I
He
know.
jumps in.
Yeah, I
No,
know,
so he was like, you know what? I need a manager. I need someone to book shows. I need someone to promote. Can you do this? And in my head, I'm like, I've never done anything like this before. How hard can it be? So, sure. So I started doing it. We started booking more gigs and playing out. And then I still maintain manager duties. But about a year and a half later, a couple singers after that, he needed a singer and he asked me to be the singer, and I auditioned and got it. So I wear, in addition to the real hats I wear on stage, I wear many hats in the band. I'm the manager, I'm the singer, I'm the treasurer. I help with promotions, therapist, everything. So
Yeah.
Every band needs a therapist,
right,
Yeah.
masseuse.
Or a couple.
Okay.
So
I was gonna say I need a couple,
right.
An army.
an army of therapists. For
But yeah, it was pretty much that. Like, do you want to do it? Sure, and I do it. So, and it's not just me. I mean, for booking shows, he does a lot as well. It takes a village. I hate to sound cheesy like that, but it does, and
Yeah, it
I love
does.
doing it.
I hope my band members hear that it takes a village.
You guys, it takes a village.
Yes.
It takes
sure
a
does.
village.
Wait, can we pass that out to my band members?
Absolutely,
Yeah.
you guys,
Right.
it takes a village. It's everybody.
Take
It
kids.
can't be one person.
Village.
So it has to be everybody. It has to be a group effort. A lot of people don't realize what we do on our days off, what we do at work. There was last week or 2 weeks ago, we were recording our album. I'm sitting in my car on my lunch break with my iPad and an iRig and the microphone plugged in so I could record vocals remotely in case
in your car.
in my car.
Well,
In
that's
case they
interesting.
didn't work out in the studio, because we were having some technical problems in the studio, and we're like, we got to get this in whenever we can. So he and I we live, sleep, and eat and shit this band. We do.
Yep.
There's you can tell that, I think, too, by the how serious you are about
Yeah.
it. Why so serious?
For me, this is the first band I've ever been in. Ever. I didn't take any music lessons or anything or sing, or I was in chorus like in 8th grade.
Yeah, but you did all those Olivia Newton-John.
I did.
Yeah.
I did a pom-pom routine to Let's Get Physical in 8th grade. Very slow routine, yeah.
Yes.
If you look at our latest ad, it's me in my pom uniform. So anyway, we take it seriously. You know what? We all have regular jobs, and we know we're not going to be the Stones. We're not going to be playing an arena. We're not going to be doing that. That's honestly not our goal. We just want to win over one fan at a time through an interview such as this, or a venue, or someone that you met at, a coffee shop or a restaurant. It's like, oh, what's if I'm wearing my button, what's 13 Monsters about? Oh my God, I'll check you out. And then you get an email the next day. I don't know. We love to perform, and we want to share it with people. And I think because we take it seriously, but don't take it like that seriously. Like I want to be in Soldier Field. I think it emotes. I think people feel it.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. And then Jamie, I want to take then the clock back, right? Because you had a band before.
Yes. Geez, actually quite a few of them. But
there was one though in particular that caused you to stop playing, right?
yes, and that was a band called Flinch. And I mean,
How long was Flinch a thing?
95 to 2000.
So 5 years. That's a long time.
Yeah. And it was a nice run. It was a nice run. We had some awesome shows, and we were on, radio stations and blah 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 and all that. But what drove me out of that and out of music is that, I was working so hard for it, and doing all the shows and all the practices. And at that time, I lived in Wheaton and had to drive out to, how was it, Western Springs, and that was like every other night, and go rehearse for 3 hours, and drive home, wake up, and go to work the next day, go do a show, all that, blah blah blah.
And what kind of music were you guys playing?
Sort of like ours, that same vein.
Okay. When I hear your music, I tend to think a little bit Smashing Pumpkins.
Yeah. Sure.
Would that be fair?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Thank you.
Sure.
Yeah, that's kind of what I hear.
Yeah.
Especially in the guitar riffs.
Yeah. Yeah.
So was Flinch kind of a similar sound then?
Yeah. It was.
Which would make sense for that time period too.
Yes. It was very Deftones so that sound, heavy, melodic, so things were moving along nicely, but the one thing is that we had a marijuana hydroponics lab inside of the washroom, and not small. I mean, it was a
Do
solid.
you want to be best friends?
Yes, sure, but
Okay.
Mallory,
Cool.
Again, Fifth Amendment, remember?
Right.
You plead the Fifth.
Okay, officer. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
right. So okay, I've got no issue with it. Legalize it, tax the hell out of it, pay off the deficit in like 3 years. I'm all for it. Medically, I'm on board. Awesome. Just do it.
Wait, we're off topic now.
Wait.
I'm not asking you any political questions.
But
Or are we super on topic?
but then
Whoa, man.
Whoa.
but then with that amount that was in there, if we would have gotten raided, we were all going to jail, and not for a short time. We were going for a long time, because this was mass amounts of weed. So there was that, and then there was a show. I think I'm not going to mention a venue, because we probably still play there, but we get paid now because we're an actual business, and we got paid in dope, in a bag of Coke. I don't do drugs. I drank a lot. It was like, oh my God, I just did all this work, and this is what's going to happen. I'm out. I quit. I didn't pick up any instrument for a decade, and it absolutely broke my heart. It was the worst marriage ever, and I like almost died from it, and I couldn't play music. I put everything away.
So,
All of it.
and that lasted for how long?
10 years almost. Yeah.
And that's when you started becoming a pro fisherman.
Yes.
I saw all kinds of wonderful, part of my job, I always say, is internet stalking. So
Yep.
I found all kinds of reports that you had on fishing.
Yeah.
And how great some place in Canada was.
My home away from home, and I will be up there in 21 days.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So are you back to fishing then?
Yeah. It's a
It doesn't stop.
no.
Oh, really?
No.
No, I don't stop with anything really. I just, speak about this right now more than I speak about that.
So when did you then, what caused you to then pick up the guitar again and start playing?
My wife, who said, you just quit smoking and you're driving everyone crazy. You need a hobby. You need to do something. And, all these other things that I was doing, going fishing, going for walks, whatever, I couldn't do any of it for a very long time, because everything I smoked, especially when I was fishing. So I just stopped that. So I had absolutely nothing. She said, you have all this shit laying around. drums, guitars, amplifiers. It's all in stacks. Why don't you bring it out? And why don't you play something? And I said, okay, I will, but this is what I want to do. I want to own everything. If I'm going to have a band, I want to own it. I want to own the record company. I want to own everything from what we do, from the start until the end of it. I want to know all of it. And she said, okay, I will go to any music classes, mixing classes, whatever that you want to do so that you can do this. And we'll buy anything that you need. And that's what we did. And we signed up, went to a few classes. I learned how to mix a few things, GarageBand, blah, blah, blah. And away we went. And that was back when I said, I'm going to be just a one-man band. I'm going to be like Trent Reznor. And I'm just going to make what I want to make and throw it out there. I'm never going to play live. I'm not going to do a live show. And my goal was that one person out there that I did not know buys a song. And then I was done. That's it. That's all I wanted, was one person that I didn't know, that I didn't have to beg. Listen to this. Please, please listen. And when that happened, it was like, okay, now I can relax. Now I can do this because I don't owe anything to anybody. And I've sold one song, and I don't expect anything out of whatever we do. you
Right.
know?
So I tell you what, we're 20 minutes in.
Yeah.
So why don't you guys do a song? Can we do a song?
Yeah. Let me adjust my seat. I need to.
No.
And I adjusted
I'm very
before, and
demanding.
the leather made a weird noise.
Oh, that was the leather.
Was it? Yeah. Oh, God, this is so much better. Can we do home?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Let me just take one last swig.
Yeah.
Yeah, take a swig.
Yeah, we don't operate
watching,
sober well.
Can I actually trouble you for my whiskey?
Yeah. Can you hand me my drink, Jamie?
Thank
Can you reach that from your angle?
You need more.
Cheers.
Cheers.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
For now.
For now.
No.
For now.
Reason being because I'm not dumping anything in the studio.
Oh God, no.
Or it's fine. I'll, shit on the floor.
Do you guys record your podcast at your studio?
Yeah. Yep.
We've recorded it elsewhere, though. We've recorded it in bars, my apartment, the car.
The car.
Yeah.
You guys like to record in the
I was
car?
gonna say the car seems like a popular place.
It is one of the best sound booths ever. Is inside of a car. You just got to find the right car, and I learned that.
Yeah, my car sucks. I got a Jeep, and there's no soundproofing.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, it says that the roof on the car is not supposed to protect you in any way.
Oh, great!
There's actually warnings
Wow.
on the
Don't
roof.
roll it.
So
Yeah.
you love riding in it.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
secure.
I'm totally secure. So he's coming back in now. Okay.
All right.
Cool.
So what's this song called?
This is Home, and this is off of our last album that came out
Yeah.
last year called Home.
Thank you. All right, let's hear Home.
See you sitting there. You look so alone. I call you inside from the cold. Come this way with me. It's a brand new day. Like we always do, we'll figure out a better way. Do you hear them calling us back home? Here to take you, taking you back home. See that road goes a million miles. And at the end of it, we're gonna make you smile. And those lights way up in the sky, let's climb up there. We're gonna say goodbye. Do you hear them calling us? Calling us back home. Here to take you, taking you back home. Here's the end. It's the end of the road. I'll take your baggage, and I'll take off that load. Do you hear them calling us? Calling us back home. I'm here to take you, taking you back home. Do you hear them calling us? Calling us back home. I'm here to take you, taking you back home.
Woo.
Thank you. Nice
Great
job.
job.
That one makes me cry, so I'm
Hey, all right. Good job, son.
whistles in there.
Soundboard guy comes
Lovely.
through.
Fabulous.
That's awesome.
Thanks.
You okay?
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Why does it make you cry? Now I'm going to dig into it.
Can I tell when it was released?
Sure.
And okay.
Sure. Go up.
You know, Jamie writes our songs,
No,
and
no, I'm going to cry.
I
You
know.
bastard.
Sorry. Jamie writes our songs, and everything is based off of personal experience. And he was finishing that one up and writing that around the time where his father was passing away. And the first time that we played it publicly was at a benefit for Alzheimer's, which his father had, but ultimately wasn't the thing that he passed away from. So it just brings that up. And yeah.
Yep.
And it was just hard to get through the first few times. Like I cried on stage and couldn't sing anything. So yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I haven't gotten that emotional in a while. And it's probably because we're here too and doing it in an intimate setting. So God, I'm a blubbering in it.
Yeah, it's been
It's a very serious
I
podcast
tell you
today.
what, if I had a soul, I would cry too.
He doesn't have a soul at all.
So that's why. Is that
Yeah.
fair?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and it's
Jamie, you do all the songwriting, lyric and music.
I would say about 99.9% of it. Yeah. They'll like add in like this. Hey, let's change this, or how's about if we do like this or add that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, yeah, okay, fine. Cool.
I was thinking about this. I've had this problem lately with doing the podcast, and the same thing happens to me when I'm on trial as an attorney.
Mm-hmm.
I start, and it's not that I'm nervous or anything, but I get wound up a little bit.
Sure.
And I start thinking about things, right? And I start running through scenarios and the way questions get asked and so forth. And it's natural that probably happens here too, because I'm asking questions a lot of times.
Right.
Of course.
So I had this thought back, and this is going to seem like a ridiculous kind of thought back. But are you familiar with Joss Whedon? Joss Whedon. He's the guy who did like Buffy the Vampire Slayer. He did a lot of the new Marvel stuff.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, so anyways,
I'm not gonna lie.
Did a great thing called Dr. Horrible's sing-along blog. Recommend it if you haven't seen it.
Okay.
You got to see it. It is the most amazing, tragic, goofy thing you've ever seen in your life.
Okay.
Love it already.
Yeah, it's great. Neil Patrick Harris is in it. He plays Dr. Horrible.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah, so in any event, but it's so tragic. The ending is amazing. But that's off topic too. He's got this. He's not afraid to do like musicals and stuff with his shows, and he's got a musical background, and so he did a show of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. And Buffy the Vampire Slayer, it was called Once More. The name of the episode is Once More with Feeling, and I don't know why I remember even that, other than the fact that it got. So there's this evil demon that comes, and the evil demon comes down and basically turns the entire world into a musical. Okay, so everybody is singing and dancing, right? Everything that happens is song and dance.
Is this animated, by the way?
No.
Okay.
It's live action.
Okay.
At the end, Buffy kills the demon, sends him back to hell, whatever. But then there's this moment when they all realize that they have revealed more of themselves than ever before, purely because it was all in song.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
Bingo.
Exactly. Our
You were like, where the hell is he going with that Buffy the Vampire thing?
You know what?
You brought it full circle.
Right. I think that I recall that because my ex-wife Donna, hi Donna, she's one of my best friends still, was a huge Buffy fan. So yeah, I think that resonates with me. But anyway.
Yeah, I think that's you know, it's kind of weird. I've had this thought in my head lately too about how sometimes I might tell a secret in a song. And,
I killed him.
He's buried in the yard.
The song is called Piano Stew. That's what happened. I gotta get on that.
And you know, sometimes you'll tell a secret in a song, and what's funny is like now people listening to the song now actually know the secret, but they don't realize they know the secret, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Our new album that came out last Friday, which is called Whatever, is exactly that. And it's a bunch of songs that are stories, and they're extremely personal. And I held back for a very, very long time in even thinking about letting those out, you know, because these are things that happen, and they're not all nice. It's life, but these are things just like that. If we had to sit down and, you know, and just talk, meeting for the first time, there's no way in hell that I would ever let you in on that and say, hey, this is what happened to me. You know, these words in this one song is this phone call that I would really, really love to have with my mom years and years ago if she would have told me what was really going to happen in life, which is horrible things.
Right. And yet here you are, you turn it into a song, and now you're going to play it for just random people, and anybody can hear it, right?
Right.
So, but there's a certain level of anonymity.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So,
which is why I wear a mask on stage. Also,
you know, the subtext of the mask though is that you're robbing the audience, right?
I'm trying to.
This was like last week when you tried to tell me that there was subtext in Jurassic Park
There
about
is
a guy
subtext in
not
Jurassic-
ready to be a dad. I'm like, no, it's about don't get eaten by dinosaurs. Like that's it.
That's
I don't
what
know.
Jurassic Park 2 and 3 is about. Jurassic Park 1 is about Dr. Grant's fear of becoming a father.
I don't know,
Right.
man.
Thank you, Jamie.
See, you guys are on the
Thank
same
you.
wavelength.
I've never seen it.
Not wanting
You've
to
never seen
even
Jurassic Park?
touch a child. Not wanting to, you know, to even like wipe snot off a child from a brontosaurus. I mean, it was all that.
Wait, I want to revisit this. Deb, how could you have not seen Jurassic
You'd
Park?
be
Yeah, that's
surprised.
also
You'd
very
be
strange.
surprised at the list of movies I have not
She's never seen Kill Bill, my favorite movie of all time, and she's never seen
I know. I'm sorry for that. I've seen other of his
I
movies,
gotta
but
say
no.
something. Sometimes Quentin Tarantino. Sometimes Quentin
Twintin.
Tarantino. Sometimes he, you know, I'm like, okay, Quentin, you're off the rails now.
Yeah.
You know, and I'll walk away from stuff. But so he doesn't always catch me. But yeah, Kill Bill is a great movie.
Yeah, I know. I
Yeah.
haven't seen that. saw Star Wars about 4 years.
Okay, we're never gonna talk
younger.
Yeah, right.
You know where this is going.
I saw it
No Lord-
26 times when it came out. I saw it
yeah.
26 times.
No Lord of the Rings. No. I've never seen Princess Bride.
Princess Bride.
I know, right?
I've seen parts.
Inconceivable that she's never seen it.
I
Princess
know.
Bride
I know
is-
that's like a catchprise from it. But no, there were a lot of.
Right, it is. Oh
There
my
were a
God,
lot.
that's good, that's
I
good.
think, and this
you.
is going
Well
off track
played,
for a
well
second. But I think a lot of things like that were.
You have no idea how the show's going to go off track. So
I
just hang on
know.
a second.
My parents didn't like movies like that. So when I was young, families went to movies. So like they didn't want to see Star Wars. I didn't because of them. And I had friends around me that were seeing it, but they didn't talk about it that much. And later in life, it became a thing. And I tried to watch, and I was like, "This is the hype." And then, so I know I love it. You know, I try.
Are you okay?
I've tried.
Are you
And
gonna
then
be all right? Do you wanna hold hands?
some of the
Okay.
other movies
All right.
too.
It's gonna be okay. Don't
A
worry.
lot of other people around me were so annoying with things that it made me not want to go see it.
my
So
God.
Yeah, but you probably saw like Moonstruck like 10 times,
no,
right?
I've seen that half a time.
Yeah, I've never
So,
seen that.
yeah.
Either.
Joke killer.
Yeah.
Thanks.
No, sorry.
Hey, look, there's a funny line. Shoot it.
Okay,
I
we're
wanted-
going to try something now.
I wanted to prove that I'm not
the.
the rom-com girl. Okay, because I'm not her.
I really want to try something.
Yeah.
You guys want to play a game?
Of course.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Really?
Right, yeah, always.
Okay. Okay. Cue the music.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Now it's time to play a game.
Yeah.
All right.
Welcome to Who the Hell Are You?
Oh boy. Okay.
With that backdrop, if it was spinning right now,
Yeah,
that
if we
big
had all the
tie-dye
psychedelics
thing,
there.
that'd be great.
Yeah.
Yes. All right, cut that shit off. So what we're gonna do is, hello, sound man. Thank you.
That shit off, yo.
So this is what we're gonna do. I'd like you guys to decide which one of you is gonna go into the isolation booth,
Okay.
and one of you is gonna go into an isolation booth, and the other one is gonna be asked 6 questions,
Okay.
3 about themselves, 3 about the other person,
Okay.
and then the other person's. It's the Newlywed Game.
Yeah, I was just gonna say it's like the Newlywed Game, even though we're not new.
Right. Exactly. Who wants to go into the isolation booth?
I will.
Okay.
I knew he'd say.
Intern Gianna will take you to the isolation booth.
Hold on 1 second.
Goodbye, Jamie.
And goodbye,
My
Jamie.
hands here.
Which means your basement. This is the last time we're gonna see Jamie's
Right,
going to
I know.
Mallory's basement.
And Deb, I want to introduce you to the new guitarist for 13 Monsters. It's Mallory.
Hi.
I'm going to take my drink with me, everyone. See you.
Does anybody need a refill while he's out there? We can make him useful, probably.
Don't spill in the basement, please.
All right, so he is outside the studio. Keep going, Jamie. Close that door, too. All right. Now we're alone.
Oh yes. Hello.
Now is your opportunity, Deb, to say whatever you want to say about Jamie.
It's time to shit talk, girl. Get it out.
Yeah, I have nothing bad to say about him. Actually, we are best friends outside the studio too. So
Well, that's no fun.
I know. Yeah.
Thanks for killing that joke, too. I'm starting to understand the whole dynamic
I'm
here.
always a joke killer on our podcast too, because I always feel like I need to prove myself and defend. Like, no, I've never seen. I've seen Moonstruck half a time. Why would you think that of me? Like, so I'm not that girl. Okay, hey.
Okay, so where are we now? Okay,
We're in a game show.
we're in the game show. I'm gonna ask you 6 questions.
Okay.
Oh wait.
Oh.
I need my pen and paper and pen.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Pad of paper and a pen noise.
Every time
I'm
you say
covering
every
up.
time you say
Yeah.
Together. Get it. Together.
Get
See?
your pad of paper.
That's nice.
Angela, was that the Sharpie with the push
You're
top?
hired.
It is.
Yeah.
Have a good opening. Want to try opening it?
I love Sharpies.
You're the opening expert. Okay, I'll hold your drink.
Oh, my whiskey.
A little thing about me. If I could have worked in an office supply store, I would have. When I used to pick my dad up from the Palatine train station when I was a little girl, I would wait in the Palatine office supply store and just play with all the pens and markers and stuff because they used to not be packaged like this. And I just loved writing, and I wanted to work in an office supply store to give people pens.
Okay, that's weird.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, here.
Okay.
I'm gonna hand this to you.
Oh, am I gonna sketch?
No, you're
Okay.
gonna draw. Or you're gonna write. You're gonna write down the answers.
Oh, you just made me happy.
You like that?
Yeah.
Okay. Here
And
we
it's
go.
wide ruled, right? Yeah.
Well, I want you to, but write it sideways so it's nice and big.
Oh, so you want me to write big so I can turn around the?
So,
Okay.
yeah.
You got
Ready?
it. You got it. Yep.
Okay. So question number 1.
Wait, am I going to say my answer or just write it down?
You can.
You just write it down.
Did I just
Yeah,
ruin
just
your?
write it down.
Yeah,
Okay.
just write it down.
Okay.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Okay.
All right.
Just write it down.
Okay.
Okay.
Ready? Question number 1.
Yep.
Pass
La, 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 la.
Who is your biggest non-musical influence? Who is your biggest non-musical influence? Okay, next. You ready?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Number 2. What one song in your set are you the most frightened to perform? What one song in your set are you the most frightened to perform? Am I doing good radio voice?
You have such a wonderful radio voice.
Shit, there's
do,
two.
right?
There's two. Let's see.
Oh.
Ah.
One song, Deb. Just one song.
They need to hire you for Miss America. Like stat. You would love that.
Got the talent competition coming up. All right.
Question 3.
Yes.
Deb,
Yes.
what is your biggest pet peeve about Jamie? What is your biggest pet peeve about Jamie? This is good.
This is real good.
I'm starting to think now that at first I wasn't sure about these questions, and now I'm buying into them now.
Yes, I'm sold.
Okay. Thank you, Mallory.
You're so welcome.
Ready for question 4?
Yes. I just got to make emojis on this one. Okay. Okay.
More passing time music for the emojis. Okay. Question 4.
Uh-huh.
What will get on Jamie's nerves the most at a show? What sets Jamie off the most at a show?
If it's not being paid in dope, then I don't know what is. Honestly. I think I'd be okay with that.
Mallory!
From time to time. Fifth Amendment. I know.
I'm starting to feel like, Mallory, that you need a lawyer following you around. Just kind of like 24/7.
Do you want the job? Only if you talk in
Actually,
that
I don't like that
voice.
answer.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, wait, you decide what?
I just changed that answer.
You changed that answer? Okay.
Okay.
Okay. You ready?
Uh-huh.
Question 5. What is the most embarrassing song that Jamie listens to?
Oh, God.
There's gotta be one.
He listens to so much music that I don't know the artist. So, okay, let's see.
There's gotta be something.
Everybody has like a guilty
I know.
pleasure song.
Right? Only your reputation as a band is on the line.
God, I hope it's Britney Spears.
Shit.
What is yours, Mallory?
My guilty pleasure song?
Yeah.
Africa by Toto.
Oh, why not? Oh my gosh.
It's awesome.
Oh yeah.
Mine actually is Britney Spears.
No, it's not.
Yeah, Oops, I Did It Again. I love that song.
Wait, really?
Yes. I love that song.
Mine's one of the songs by the Pussycat Dolls.
Which
Is
one?
it Don't Ya?
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah, I love that song.
Okay,
got it.
can I defend my answer that I just wrote down?
When he comes in.
Okay.
And you get it wrong.
I mean,
yeah.
if you need an attorney, we have one right
Right,
now, so
exactly.
Good.
Okay.
Okay. What was the last excuse that Jamie gave for missing practice? What's the last excuse that Jamie gave for missing practice? Oh, decided that one was wrong too. This is good. Deb, you look like you're under a lot of pressure.
I am.
All right, so we have our answers?
Yes.
Okay. I want you to hand me the book
Okay.
so that there is no doubt about it. There is no way. Oh. You don't want to keep the Sharpie?
Oh, I do, but no, that's yours.
You know what? This is the prize for today's show.
Oh, awesome.
The retractable Sharpie.
Yeah.
I tell you what. Can Tim? Can you go grab that real quick? Thank you. And while we're doing that, you sure you don't want to? This is your last chance to say something evil, bad Anything you want
About Jamie. Nope, I got nothing.
That really sucks.
I know. I don't. He's
Mallory, what do you want to say bad about Jamie?
Fucking Jamie.
fucking Jamie. Oh boy.
All right, so now we have Jamie re-entering the studio.
Oh boy.
Welcome back.
Intern Gianna, thank you. Will you take this book, please, with Deb's answers to the 6 questions that were asked?
Son of a bitch.
I know.
Oh,
Now, sound guy, this is going to be
like
very important, Tim. Soundboard Tim, to get right answer buzzers, wrong answer buzzers, booze, right? Laughter, crowd laughter.
I don't want any booze.
All right.
F those booze. I want these booze. I'm gonna hold my drink while
Did you
do it.
get
you
more?
better.
Huh?
Did you make yourself another drink?
Yeah.
I need more.
Too late now.
I know.
that's-
It's okay.
Here,
You're
wanna-
definitely
wanna
going
try
to need
some?
more now.
Yeah.
It's heavy. I went pretty low
Okay.
with it.
Oh, that's what I need. Okay, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Jamie,
Ready.
we asked Deb 6 questions. And they are written in this book that intern Gianna is holding.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to ask you then the first question. We asked Deb, who is Deb's biggest non-musical influence? Who is Deb's biggest non-musical influence?
Non-musical influence.
I can't egg him on.
It's so funny too.
Yeah.
You're looking at him like you're sending the
I know,
answer
I'm like-
to him. Like if there was any such thing as clairvoyance,
Can I-
you'd be doing it right now.
Can I ask things to?
No, you gotta make a guess. Come on,
Your
passing
biggest
time music.
would be your dad.
Oh,
That's one of my answers, but I didn't
number
write that one
one.
down.
The answer was
Oh, David.
Yeah.
Oh,
David.
One of my
Okay.
colleagues.
Yeah, her
My
David.
yeah.
Your
We're not booing
work-
David.
Work
we're
mentor.
Yeah, my
Yes.
work mentor. My father was the other one though, but I'm like, I think he'd guess David. So
Okay. All right.
So we're aligned still.
yeah, right, yeah.
Okay.
Is this like
Yeah,
the
you got it
demise?
wrong. I mean,
Is this
whatever
the
you wanna
demise
say.
of our friendship today? Are you trying to destroy our friendship?
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
We were simpatico walking in and walking out.
absolutely.
I don't even know
No
you.
questions asked.
Who are you? Okay.
All right. So, question 2. What one song in your set is Deb the most frightened to perform?
Perfectly imperfect.
The answer was?
Oh God.
What was
no,
the answer?
No,
I can't see it.
no, wrong.
Yes,
wrong.
right.
Yellow knife.
That is
Yellow Knife.
that's false.
Why is that false?
It's Deb's
not.
fear.
It's not in our set.
Jamie, our songs revolve in and out of our set. We change our set list every show, and we haven't sang it in a while, and that's part of the reason.
Damn it! I feel like such a loser
No,
right
perfectly,
now.
Oh no,
perfectly.
you've only gotten 2 wrong. There's still 4 more to get wrong. Then you can feel
Still
like a
like-
loser.
No, yeah, yellow.
yeah.
It used to be perfectly
like that?
imperfect, but
I
that's
like
my
it.
favorite one to sing.
Loser.
Okay.
Losers.
Soul Punch.
We gotta get you like a book of insults. That's
I don't need
not.
a book. Question 3.
Oh God.
What is Deb's biggest pet peeve about you, Jamie?
You were hoping it wasn't going to say about you because you would have been like mouth noises.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's not me.
No.
Your biggest pet peeve about me is that I can't relax.
And the answer was?
I think that's
What does it say?
said with love. He won't rest or stop, and that's part of
He
not being able
won't
to.
rest or stop.
No.
I think that's.
Judge, you're going to be the judge?
Oh, absolutely.
Thank
You're
you.
saying it's close enough?
I'm the fairest.
Okay, we'll
of
give
the
you
fair.
1.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
The fairest of the fair.
Lovely.
You
I got
are.
one.
You are, Mallory.
Thank you.
Question number 4. So that's 1 right. That's good.
Yeah.
Yep.
1
Your
for
friendship
3.
is on the come up, guys.
Oh my
Don't worry
God!
about
Thank
it.
God.
Question number 4. Jamie, what gets on your nerves the most at a show? What gets on your nerves the most at a show?
I thought long and hard about this one.
She did. She actually might have a answer underneath her butt that she ripped off
Yes.
and decided that was not appropriate.
When there are other people on stage when we're trying to set up.
Oh, and the answer given
No.
was bad sound.
Bad sound. Out of
We've had bad sound. We've had bad sound at one point where you like shut down.
that was
At a
at
show.
That was at one show
Yeah.
at where?
Oh, that was at when we were at Metal Monkey and yeah.
No. Where we just stopped and
I love
walked
this
off
game.
stage.
When we walked off stage, yeah.
Yeah, where was that at?
You stopped and walked off stage.
We did.
Yeah.
Hard Rock Hotel. We walked right off stage.
At the Hard Rock Hotel.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it was horrible. It was absolutely horrible. We did, I think, 3 or 4 songs, and the 4th one, I just put everything down and I said, "That's it. We're done. You guys over there at the soundboard, you suck," and we walked off.
Because we kept asking for them to change things, like we can't hear, and they weren't doing it. They were just like DJs, like club DJs, so they didn't really understand how to mic us and stuff.
DJs are so cool.
Yeah, but my other answer that I put away was when the band is not prepared to play.
That's every week.
No, it's not.
All right, question number 5.
Oh, I think this is the one I hated.
Jamie,
The pause is killing me.
Jamie, what is the most embarrassing song that you listen to?
This is the one I hated.
What is your guilty pleasure song? There's so many, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Are you that guy that like I pull up next to at a stoplight and things are blaring out of your car and you're like,
Yeah.
I'm sitting there
Don't
going,
you remember you told me you loved me, baby? Yeah, like that.
yeah,
That's
I'm like
me.
embarrassed for you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm the person that like subtly turns it down when I see somebody coming up.
I do
next to
too.
me.
I do too.
So
Okay. Now the most embarrassing song that I listened to, I'm going to say is that one that I just sang.
The Carpenters song?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And your answer?
I did not have it. I just said EDM music because you listen to so
EDM music.
That's not a song.
I know. I said I couldn't pick a song. I said, but that is a guilty pleasure of yours. That and
Do
jazz.
over this
One
whole
out of
game.
five.
I'm
One
going
out of
back
five.
outside.
Well, we got one more. Yeah, now that you know the answer, right?
Yeah.
Right.
No, the last question we asked Deb, was, what was the last excuse, Jamie, that you gave for missing practice?
And
What
it
was the last excuse you gave for missing practice?
Excuse or reason?
Yeah, I took it as
Isn't it-
reason.
Yeah, reason.
Okay.
Excuse. It's the same thing, isn't it?
Exhaustion.
Exhaustion. And the answer given was? I can't see that. What does it say?
His mother's been ill.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's not funny at all.
No.
Yeah.
no booze, no
that-
booze on that one.
Yeah, we can
We'll
never
save
use
the
question
booze.
6 again.
No.
There's
Never.
nothing good
Nicely
about that
done,
one.
though. Nicely done.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, well, this was Who the Hell Are You?
Yeah.
Thank you, soundboard guy. Give us
Thank
our
you.
our song out or something. Do something.
Right.
Just make some noise. Yeah!
Nice.
But we really do know each other well. I'm
Yeah,
very
I can
disappointed
tell.
in this.
Even that you only got one
Yeah, sure.
right.
Right.
Like, how long have you guys known each other?
4.5 years.
Yeah.
Okay, so why don't you guys do a second song? You guys do a
Yeah.
second song?
What do you want to do? Do you want to do the one I'm scared of?
Yeah, do the one that she's scared of. That'd be hysterical.
Not the real one, the one that he thinks I'm scared of.
Oh.
Or would you rather do Never Let You Go?
Okay. You guys want to get like
I don't. You picked the
weird
damn song.
and
you guys are
trippy?
Weird. I mean, we got weird and trippy when we
We've
invited you
confused
into the
them. Now they
studio.
don't know what they want. They can't make a decision because they don't know who they
I know,
are.
right?
What do you think? Weird and trippy's good.
Okay, good.
You ready? So what's the song called?
This is called Perfectly Imperfect. This was one of the first songs that I had the most difficulty in singing. It wound up in an argument that wound up in... It was our first screaming match that we've ever had.
How many screaming matches have you had?
Oh, okay. I can't even...
We had one the other night, right?
We didn't scream last night.
No.
No, we had one. I'd say the most recent one was last week.
No.
Stop it.
Well,
No, wait. As
that sounds like a
Vince,
band I want to join.
as Vince and Lauren said on this very show, they aren't married either, and everyone thinks that they
Yeah.
are, and they're just awesome
I'm
best
getting
friends.
into that. I'll get there.
Oh,
I'll get
okay.
there.
Yeah.
okay.
So we like yell and scream and all that, but but it's not like marriage. You yell and scream.
No.
It's yell and scream because this is a business, and we're just trying to go with it.
Okay. All right. So this song again is
Perfectly Imperfect.
Perfectly Imperfect.
the way you walk. No one sees you broken, the way you talk. Nothing's really spoken. I see you. I see you. The things you hide. You won't ever show. So deep inside. Hidden way up in the attic. I see you. I see you. The way you walk. The way you talk. No one sees you broken. Nothing's really spoken. This won't hurt a bit. La la la. Who you are. No one else can see but me. You've come so far. Please don't stay up in the attic. I see you. I see you. Just be you. Let's tear down the walls around you. You've come so far. You've come so far. No one sees you broken. The way you are. The way you are. Come so far. Please don't stay up in the attic. Everything's gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. You guys sure you're not on drugs?
And if you are,
Gladly give them to you.
Right.
I didn't say it.
I know you didn't.
The
But the
song,
only reason you did it is because I tapped you.
No. I let them take care of it.
the song that started it all,
Yes.
right there. Uh-huh.
Oh, is that what you? That was the first song.
That's
Yeah.
the first song.
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah. Yeah, and like the former singers were all sopranos. So it sounds completely different than it was first recorded.
Yeah.
I've made it a little spookier.
It's definitely spooky.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
So,
yeah. Yep. Yeah. Dark, eerie.
and that was always a struggle for me coming on and never having done this before. And I was trying to fill old shoes and trying to sing like them, and it just didn't work. So we had a lot of growing pains in the studio, and that's where some of our fights. He's like, "You can do this. Stop trying to be them." I'm like, "I don't know what I'm doing." No, I'm trying.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of sad.
I know, but here I am.
And here I am laughing at it.
I know.
Once again, my soullessness
You
coming
are.
out.
Yeah, it's showing, man.
It's the exact same argument and the same yelling that Eddie Van Halen did to Sammy. You don't have to be Dave.
Right?
Be you.
But I could do a shit ton of hitch kicks like Dave.
Yeah,
So.
she's.
I've done it in the studio and fell.
Oh, that's.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
Well,
she's.
if you get injured, maybe you should call an attorney.
Oh, are you?
yeah,
Is
yeah.
are you a personal injury
Yeah.
attorney?
No, but
No.
I know lots of personal
Okay.
injury
Oh,
attorneys.
bingo.
All right.
And I've done personal injury in my career.
Yeah.
It's,
Mostly giving it.
Yeah.
But
Hey.
What kind of law do you practice? If you don't mind me asking, if we don't have to just turn
All of a
in.
sudden you're trying to change the show around, right?
Right,
Start
exactly.
asking the interviewer questions. No, this is my show.
Okay, here we go.
Welcome to the Donkey Banana Show. All of a sudden.
Yeah. And
The,
yeah, we're gonna morph it into our podcast. Okay.
Wait,
Okay.
stop.
Sorry.
I want to keep the focus on you two.
Yes, sir.
After the show, we can have another show. Jamie, you're married.
Yes.
Oh
Deb, you're not married.
no, I'm divorced. Yes.
And Jamie,
Yes.
how much time do you think you and Deb spend during the course of a week talking, either together or remotely over the phone, exchanging emails?
Hours.
Hours.
Yeah. Hours. Yep.
And do you ever notice any jealousy coming from your wife?
No. And the reason is because I am doing something that makes me me, you know. And so if I wasn't doing this, if at this point 13 Monsters just vanished and went away, I think that I would be absolutely miserable because I wouldn't have any outlet, and I wouldn't have my friend and my extended family with Jay and Joel around all the time, who are, you know, who my wife knows, who my wife is friends with, who my son knows. That these are, you know, that this isn't just a band, not just a business. This is a family.
I want to talk about that business thing too.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But before I get there, the you were talking about how basically you came back into the band because you had quit smoking.
Yes.
Okay. And if you hadn't quit smoking, do you think you would have gone back into music?
No.
You would have just continued on your way.
Yes. Yeah.
You were
Yeah.
very into the fishing. You seemed like you were really passionate about it.
Oh my God. Yes. Yeah. Well, here, look. I'm like on my leg. You know. Yeah,
Is that where you got hooked?
Exactly. The one and only tattoo that I have is a big fishing hook on my right leg. Yeah.
So you were pretty passionate about fishing.
Very much so. Yeah.
And now, at least when we talked on the phone, I got the impression that maybe you weren't fishing like you used to fish.
No, and so it's fishing or band, and the band is doing very, very well. So you know, it's less fishing, even though I actually live on water. So you know, I get to run out there for, you know, like 5 or 10 minutes, and you know, catch one or two, and then run back inside. So the Jones gets its fix, basically.
The fishing Jones.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And avoiding the smoking Jones.
Yes.
Okay. because when we were talking, you
No
had said-
more smoking for me.
Right, because you had talked about when we talked before, you had mentioned about how you had a pretty strong tie between the smoking and the fishing, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because you'd be out there on the
Very.
lake all day and you just smoke like crazy.
Smoking away. Yeah.
And that, so as far as the band is concerned, I mean, you did make the comment before. Not that there's anything bad about this,
Right.
Okay, but that you drank a fair amount,
Sure.
and that the band is probably in some ways closely tied to the drinking.
Yeah.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
So what if a doctor says that, you know, comes up to you and says, "Hey, Jamie, listen, you got to stop drinking, man."
Oh, boy.
I mean, me and you are at that age, dude.
Yeah,
where,
I know.
Where doctors can come to us and tell us that, right?
Yeah. I would say, Jesus, haven't I done enough? You know, I mean, come on. Yeah.
I mean, would you be able to continue with the music and the band?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
If that doesn't fuel your creativity, it enhances
No.
it, but it doesn't fuel
Right.
who you are.
Right. Yeah. You know, it's a dare I say, not act really, but it's sort of like our thing. at shows, we like to see our shows as Chicago's best alcohol-fueled rock. It's basically like a dragster,
Right.
you know? Everybody drink up.
You don't
but
have
it's
that
not
problem
all
where
day.
Do you find that you have that problem where it's like there's a certain amount of alcohol you can put in the system, and you seem to reach a maximum effort point,
Right,
And then you can fall off of it, like just like another sip.
Right. So I'm at just under that, you know, that level where everything's going to go like apeshit crazy.
Yeah.
Because I don't like being out of control, which is why I don't do drugs either.
Right.
You know, so you know, I kind of ride it at shows. You know.
So let me ask you this then too. The other part of it is that you referred to the band a couple of times now as a business.
Yes.
So in my life, business is business, and people get aggressive about it. It's probably the best word to use.
Sure.
Yeah,
is that the way you feel about the band too?
Aggressive in what way? Like,
I mean, if this is about business,
Yeah.
right? My goal is to succeed, to crush. I am going to be super aggressive.
yeah.
When I'm practicing law, my client thinks that I'm the greatest person on earth because I am.
Yes.
And,
You
As
are.
they should.
As
yes.
they should. No, but I am the greatest person on earth. I'm an all-around great guy. But my opponents are completely taken off guard. You know, I'm always doing things to keep them off balance, off kilter, and with the idea that I'm trying to win. Right?
Yeah.
It is a competition.
Right.
I mean, is music a competition?
I got this one.
Okay.
No, absolutely not.
Thank
So
you.
how do you relate that then? If music is not a competition, how do you relate music to business?
It is us versus certain venues, certain owners, certain bar owners that aren't fair, that think that everybody just wants to be in a rock band inside of their garage and we don't have to pay them. So when we walk in there and say, you know,
but let me talk about that for a second, because that you know, I wonder about that sometimes. I mean, I have a real, you know, the best example I can give you is Arctic Monkeys. I love the Arctic Monkeys.
Yeah.
They're one of my favorite bands.
Yep. Great band.
They went out early on in their life together as a band. Those guys only got like guitars when they were 16 years old or something, which just drives me nuts. And that dude is way too handsome, and that pisses me off too. What's his name? I can't remember.
I don't know, but I know exactly who you're talking
You know
about.
what I'm talking about, right? His
Yeah.
hair is just, I mean,
So
I've got a
yummy.
hair problem, and I'm just like, "Grr!"
Me too. Yeah.
Why
so
can't I have hair?
I'm right there with you.
So,
Now I'm in oh my.
Yep, God from the Arctic Monkeys. Oh! So
That's exactly how it goes.
Right. Yeah, that's spot on.
So, where was I? Early on in their
Arctic
career,
Monkeys.
early on in their career, they record an album, right? And they were just like, they would go to a show and they would just freaking give those CDs away. They just give them away.
Just
give them
like
away.
Fugazi. Yes.
Give them away. Give it away. Give it away. Give it away. Give
Yeah.
the music away for free. And all of a sudden, it caused this groundswell. Like, because it was free, because nobody was being made to pay for it. You know, that's one of the things they attribute to their success is the fact that they created this groundswell of people interested in their bands because there was no obstacle to see them. There was no money obstacle to see them, right?
Right.
So and that caused the groundswell, and then all of a sudden they started to notice they would go to shows, and it's like, there's like, you know, 1,000 people here to see us. Why?
Right.
And they figured out later on, you know, they didn't even realize what was going on, and that their CDs were being copied and passed along and passed around and passed around. You know?
Yeah.
So I wonder about that, like this issue of like money in music, right? There's this balance here, I think, isn't there?
Yes. Now, our last show last Friday was a huge show. It was at Wire.
It was huge.
It was
Huge.
It was huge.
It was the biggest show.
It was the biggest show.
Nobody knows
ever.
shows like Wire does.
Right. It was the
Nice
best
guys.
show ever.
Sorry.
Right.
They're nice guys.
Listen, folks, listen.
Right. Listen to
Nobody
me.
knows shows like
just
I know
like
shows.
this. Right. Nobody has a show like me. That's it. I'm not talking to anyone else. So at that show, you know, we had a huge banner up there. This is the website. The album came out today. It's free. Go get it.
Okay.
Download it.
Right.
Take it. For the next 24 hours, it's free. Everybody inside this room, and we put it out online. It's free to all of you. Go and take it. Grab it while it's out there. Because that's for everyone who is going to push us forward. As far as the venue goes, we walk in with everyone knowing exactly what the deal is. We get this number for walking in there and for playing, and for at certain venues, quite honestly, we say we want a certain number from bar sales, because our crowd is a drinking crowd, and we know how much the bar is going to make, and it's in the thousands per hour. So we want part of that. As long as they're making money and doing it, that's fine. What we are 100% dead set against, and I have no problem saying this and throwing it out there, is anybody who does a pay-to-play. We will not do any of those houses. We won't work with any of those people who try to peddle that stuff. Here's 100 tickets. Go out and sell them. No, you go out and sell them. It's your venue.
Yeah, right.
Otherwise,
It's not our problem.
you're
You
out of
sell it.
business. We're in there. We're going to make sound that is going to be pleasant for people and make them want to drink inside of your place. You go sell the tickets.
Pleasant sounds.
Pleasant sound.
Pleasant sounds. That's what my band's got to start thinking
Pleasant
about.
sound.
Making
Melodic.
sounds
Pleasant
pleasant.
Melodic, loud shit.
But I think early on, we got burned by a pay-to-play person. Like, we were innocent. We went into it not knowing. And I think that's kind of what kicked us into like the more serious, like, we need to manage this and take care of our money. Right?
Oh, wait. Okay, so
You know what Vince says about you guys? You got something that needs to be organized? Give it to Deb and Jamie.
Really?
Yeah, Vince was
Oh,
like...
that was lovely.
He's like...
Thanks, Vince.
They're like way into organizing things.
Yeah, I think I scared him a little bit.
Yeah, Vince is like, he just wants to show up somewhere
Exactly.
and play and have fun and his whole style and so forth and kind of his personality kind of speaks towards that.
Oh, yeah.
So it was so funny. He was like,
He is
they're
awesome.
coming in. They love to organize. Yeah. He was like, if you got something that needs to be organized, talk to Deb.
right.
They'll
Yeah.
be
funny.
all over it.
Yeah. So that's
good. That's good.
One guy out there who runs most of the Chicagoland pay-to-play deals. We all know him. I'm not going to say his name out there, but we got burned by him, I think, twice. And one was at a venue that I will throw out there. I got no problem with it. Absolutely no problem saying that Penny Road Pub still owes us a shit ton of money. And it is because of this guy. This guy had this offer out there a few days ago, and it was one of my greatest things in life was to be able to send a message to him and say, what is this show? He said, oh, well, it's at this venue, blah, 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 and I said, we're out of your league. You couldn't possibly pay us now, and you still owe us money. And this is me. Now you know who I am, and now you know that we will never work with you ever again, and you shouldn't be doing this to other bands.
Yeah.
And it was nice to actually be able to say that after 3 years of, doing 90 shows.
Yeah, because one of the pay-to-play things that we did with this person, we gave all the money to the person that we were supposed to hand in our tickets and money to, and then get paid later. Like anything that was like a walk-up sale after that was our money.
God, we were stupid.
I went to go find the guy. Everybody left.
Gone.
We had no money. And that was the same guy we had worked with a few months back, that I went up to. I found him. I'm like, dude, like, this is the money I'm giving you. This is how much we're getting back. You're giving me the money now. And I'm screaming at him. And the kid was like, and he finally came and gave me money. But like at the next venue, he disappeared.
Yeah, he just ran.
Bands
and-
don't ever
and
do
left.
that.
Yeah. Don't ever do a pay to play. Everybody out there, if you're in a band, you work very, very hard for this. You put hours into this. This is your life. Don't sell yourself short. They're making money off of that bar. If you see somebody buy a drink, they're making money.
But back to the business thing really quick. Early on, after shows, I was paying everybody out. Like, Jamie, here's your, $50. Joel, here's yours. Jay, here's yours. Deb, here's yours. And then we just all sat down one night. We're like, why are we giving each other money after this? It's great. It's
we're
nice
only
to
gonna
have,
blow it.
Right? Exactly.
Right.
We're like, why not blow it back into the band? So we started our fund, and that's when we started buying more equipment. So
Right.
that's the big business part of it.
I think that's actually a really good idea. That's
Yeah.
something that we do in my band too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that paid for a road trip last year and everything. Like, we didn't pay for one thing.
So okay, we're gonna wrap things up now.
Yeah, sorry. Sure.
We're gonna. I want to thank you guys for coming in.
Thank you.
What do you guys have to promote?
We've got a show on Friday, June 23rd in Berwyn at a place called the Outa Space. I don't know the exact address right now, but it's in Berwyn, Illinois, the Outa Space, and we're playing with our good friends, the Ions. And it's just going to be myself, Jamie, and Joel. Jay has his kids that week, so we're going to do a little stripped down version of us. Joel will probably have his djembe there, and it'll be a little lighter set. Because usually, you heard us today. This was not our normal sound. We're a lot louder. Right. This was stripped, and that show's going to be stripped. Not as stripped as this, though.
Right.
Yep.
And then after that, I think we're in Minnesota.
Yeah, we're in Minneapolis on July 29th, which is a Saturday, at a place called Terminal Bar. We're returning there. We were there in February and working on something for the night before.
And then after that, because we are not having Bacon Stock this year, which is our own festival, we're only doing it every 2 years, but we are helping to sort of organize and mentor a different music, food truck, and craft beer festival at Metal Monkey Brewing on August 12th, and we'll be playing there.
Excellent. Excellent. Well, thank you guys for coming in.
Thank you.
Mallory,
you.
you got anything you want to promote before you get off?
Oh my
Hit
God.
it, Mallory, do it.
No.
No, nothing?
No, this is about them.
Oh, thanks.
you're
So
sweet.
what?
No.
What?
No,
Where did nice Mallory come
I
from?
know I'm in demand. Nobody else needs to know that I'm in demand.
We are all artists. Throw it out there. Push it. Push something. Push a website or something. Do it.
No, she's giving me the look. I don't think I'm going to
No.
do it.
No, this is about you guys.
So
Thanks,
what
Mallory.
song are we going to play out with?
Oh Christ.
I thought we sent you something and that was playing us out. What do you want to do, mister?
Oh, no. You did send us. What did you send us?
I sent you.
even
I sent
remember?
you 2 songs, so I'm not sure what's going to play. So it's our
Let You
latest
Go.
and great. I think it's Never Let You Go.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Never Let You Go.
If
Yeah.
not, it's
It's going to be.
it's going to be that.
Yeah.
It will definitely be Never Let You Go.
Yeah.
One way or another.
Yeah. In like the next couple hours.
Well,
it's
that's
gonna be
good that we didn't play it
Somehow.
We were going to
Some
play that
way.
acoustically. I'm glad we didn't play it. Yeah.
Yeah,
All right. Well, I want to thank you, Deb and Jamie.
Thank
for
you
coming
very
in.
much for
And
having
make
us.
Sure people tune into the Donkey Banana Show and
Yeah.
hear your guys' antics.
Donkey Banana Show.
That's an interesting sound you make.
Where
I
are
know.
the Deadheads now, by the way? I looked up your show, and there was a thing on your show that said, "Where are the Deadheads now?" And
Oh,
I didn't have opportunity to listen to it.
They're at a following.
I'm only curious because I am one, so
Yeah,
I'm just
no,
wondering where I am and who I am.
I don't.
Dave Matthews Band, Fish, and Tragically Hip, especially Tragically
And
Hip
Widespread
shows.
Panic.
Widespread Panic. Yeah, there's a bunch of Deadheads. So they all like went there because they were all lost. They were like nomads, like wandering around the desert until they found something.
Thank you for clearing that up. I was so curious.
Saw the last show.
Right.
All right. So here's Never Let You Go by 13 Monsters. Thank you guys for coming in.
Thank
you very
you.
much.